Good evening and welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine, and my name is AD Bila, back with some interesting chess updates. There's a whole lot that is going on. Obviously, a whole lot that's been going on, and I've been quiet for a bit, obviously trying to update certain things. But obviously now I'm here to update you once again on what's happening in and around chess in South Africa. Very importantly, the World Youth Chess Championship was taking place. I mean, it was being played from actually today, the 9th of September. It's supposed to be the 9th of November is the last day of the World Youth, and Chess South Africa had a representation. So we had some players that were representing us, who as follows. There was Hannah Dazel, who was in the under 14 girls. There's Rainer Klassen in the under 14 open. There is Yulin Chen in the under 14 open. And there is also Caleb Dazel from the under 14 open. There is Etienne van Meersbergen under 14 open as well. And the under 16 girls, we had Atlegang Monchosi. And in the under 16 open, we had I Am Jan Kasten. And the under 16 open again, it was Sujay Jora Sujay, FM Michael Simpson. The international master elect was representing us in the under 18 open, and Lin Cheney was playing alongside him in that section. And at the end of this, obviously, of this tournament, by the end of this recording, in fact. So I'm recording now. They've already played round 10. They're supposed to be playing round 11 today, but the results are not yet updated. This is what they stand to gain or lose in terms of rating points as they're playing an international event. We know that not a lot of players are playing for number one spot there, but I mean, players are looking to gain rating points, especially our international master elect, who's looking to gain enough points to officially claim his title of international master, and that is Michael Simpson. So now looking at how many points each player is gaining in terms of rating points, we see that Atlegang Monchosim, at this point, after round 10, she had 4 points and was actually gaining 68.8 rating points. This is actually very big. 68 rating points to be gained, and this player is currently rated 1560. Atlegang is currently rated 1560 and is gaining 68 rating points. And then we look at Hannah Dazel. Hannah Dazel is as a 14. In fact, yes, is a 1400 rated player in FIDE, and stands to gain 22 points at the end of round 10 of this event. And then that is after scoring 4 wins at this particular event. And then in the under 18 open, Lin Cheney stands to gain 42 rating points with 4 points scored. And FIDE Master Michael Simpson, International Master Elect, stands to gain 78.4 points with a score of 5.5 points out of the 10 rounds played so far. So obviously going into the last round, he's going to be playing a 22-74 rated player. A draw or a win, obviously, from this gains him even more points. So hopefully he gets the targeted rating points. And Sujay stands to gain 1.2 rating points with a score of 5 points. 5 points out of the 10 games played. He stands to gain 1.2. He's actually rated 1972, so he's high rated. So the higher you rated, the less points you stand to gain. But yeah, I mean, that's 1.2 points. Then we see I Am Jan Kasten actually loses 10.8 points from this performance. He scored 6 points in this tournament. He scored 6 points at the end of round 10, and his next is playing a Kazakhstan player who's rated 2083. So no chance of regaining those points back. So yeah, and then we have Etienne van Meersbergen. Etienne stands to lose 19.2 points after obviously scoring 4 points out of the 10 games played. And Rainer Klassen stands to gain 52 rating points after scoring 5.5 points. In fact, after scoring 5 wins and a draw. Yes, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins and a draw. and that gains him 52 rating points. Currently rated 1884, so he's going to be a 1900 after this, and that's basically what we're looking for. So yeah, well done to the players, and we must know. I think it's something that we must be reminded that it's something that we seem to have forgotten because we think these things are going well in South Africa. We see we've got a structure in place. We must actually be reminded of the fact that these players, number one, they're not getting their SA colors. And number two, they obviously had to pay for themselves because Chess South Africa is still not yet. Actually, I'm saying this because I actually saw a post from André Vax, the president of Chess South Africa, where he says it gives him great pleasure to announce that some of the provinces are actually the following structures are now Sasco compliant. Because Chess South Africa was not Sasco compliant, which means they couldn't offer SA colors. So all of these events that we've been seeing happening, players have been getting Chess SA colors instead of the Protea colors, right? Springboks. So yeah, so he says the following structures are now Sasco compliant. That is Chess South Africa Executive Board, the Gauteng Province Chess, Northern Cape Chess, KwaZulu-Natal Chess, Northwest Chess, and the Western Cape Chess and Limpopo Chess are the compliant structures. So yeah, they're waiting obviously for Mpumalanga and I think Free State as well, and the Eastern Cape. Very interestingly enough, again going forward, Eastern Cape has just had their second provincial election. So obviously we remember they had one election held in Mthatha a while back. I think that was in was it in September? Yes. And then now on the 9th of November, today, obviously by the time of this recording, they've just held their other elections. So these are the elections now sanctioned by Chess South Africa. So yeah, and these are the people that have been elected, hoping that they will unite the structure of the Eastern Cape Chess. We don't know how they're going to do it, or they're going to have a meeting with the other structure that was elected and see how they can work together. Obviously add the noise because that means they're elected to represent their players, the chess community in the Eastern Cape, not Chess South Africa, but obviously the Eastern Cape chess community. And they're part of the Eastern Cape chess community. If you look at the names of the people that have been elected, you'll see that it is, yes, maybe, you see that there's the elected president is Mr. Janti Mafongosi is the president. The deputy president is Phumlani Pinga. And then the treasurer is Mr. Zain Papu. We know Zain Papu. We know Shanti. I mean, we know they're part of the community. Maybe others are not so much. But it is such critical moments when we have elections, when there's such things happening in provinces, that we need to be careful of the people we elect, because we need strong people in such situations. We can't be electing any weak person to represent the structure, when we know there's a lot of work to be done. I mean, we know that in some instances, in some provinces, before I even skip, let me just quickly introduce the other people. The secretary of the Eastern Cape structure is Ms. Evelyn Koliswa Boy. Additional member adult chess is Dr. Kukuletu Matthews Mia. Additional member for youth is Ms. Maureen Meyers. And additional member for women is Ms. Nokolo Cleopatra Adonis. Yes, so I was actually on the point of electing people just to fill spaces or just to have signatories. There's situations like this that lead to such a state where we have a big national event like the Mzansi Inter-Provincial Chess Championship taking place, Mzansi Inter-Provincial Youth Chess Championship taking place, and then you have provinces issuing out notices 3 months before the event saying we can't do anything about it as short notice. When in other provinces, they've just had an elected structure, and I'm sure this structure is going to start working to see if they can send some players, or maybe they've already started. But we know that some of the regions have already been actively recruiting players to take part in, and obviously trying to raise funds. We've seen sponsorship letters, some raising eyebrows because there was a letter from the Nelson Mandela Bay HS requesting funds for players, and it turns out to be the kids. In that letter, it was just the names of the children of the president of Nelson Mandela Bay Chess Union, and people going like, how can he only ask for funding for only his children? But then again, this is actually an individual letter that was issued to every parent for the individual players to go on their own and obviously request funding. I mean, it's something that used to happen, and it's something that was meant to be happening even now in our regions in Mpumalanga. But Mpumalanga just decided, hey, we are not ready for this type of work. We're not ready to work for this. And they just said to everyone, hey, you know what? we can't do this. Mpumalanga is not going to the Mzansi Inter-Provincial Youth Chess Championships. And again, interestingly, I'm going to just show you a quick clip if I have the chance to do that. Well, players were definitely, I know, like already just last month, the players were still not aware of the fact that there is that event happening. During a tournament, I mean, I asked a few players, do you know about the Mzansi Inter-Provincial? Have you been informed about it? Do you know anything about it? And players know nothing. I'm like, no, you tell us about it. I'm like, we are in lots of chess groups, Mpumalanga chess groups, regional chess groups, and that has never been discussed. So now the Mpumalanga chess executive has decided on their own that they are not doing this. We are not going. We don't know if it's a personal issue between them and the organizers of the what do you call this? The Mzansi Inter-Provincial Youth Chess Championships, or is it because they just realized we don't have the capacity? They just looked at their structure and they're like, hey, the people who have it here, we just brought them because we're just going to fill in positions. We're just doing paperwork. We were not taking workers, people that work in chess, soldiers. We know this is not going to work for us. So maybe some people will leave and then will be replaced by people that are willing to work for chess, and then in the following year we'll be able to have a team representing Mpumalanga in the next Mzansi Inter-Provincial Youth Chess Championship. But anyway, we don't know the full story. And the letter that they've released, apparently through some backdoor, I'm not even sure if it's official, this letter, because I got it from somebody who got it from somebody. So it was never officially released or officially shared in any official groups of Mpumalanga Chess. But there's a letter that says Mpumalanga Chess is not going to be represented in the Mzansi Inter-Provincial. So if you're a player in Mpumalanga and you wanted to go, it's going to be difficult because all registrations are meant to go through provinces. So yeah, basically that's that. So we are not going to the Mzansi Inter-Provincial as in Mpumalanga, and the Eastern Cape has just had its elections, and the Eastern Cape's other structure from Mthatha has had a resignation already. Remember that some of these players were suspended, and one of them that we obviously most concerned about was some of the coaches, in fact, who are working as coaches full time. I mean, right, who got suspended, and then obviously that affected their income. So yeah, one such is Kulasande Mafanya. Kulasande, who's the MC. You know him. So yeah, he is apparently written a letter to resign from the structure of from the Luzukundanisa structure, the Mthatha structure. So which means maybe that structure is collapsing. I don't know, but it's just one resignation. But again, he's just resigning so that his suspension from the from Chess South Africa could be lifted. So yeah, it states that his passion, his goal is to become a grandmaster and to full-time work in chess. And he doesn't want to get involved in politics. It's crazy though. How would you say you don't want to get involved in chess politics and yet you were involved in you got elected, you're in the elections, and now you keep saying that you want to stand for another position. Like some things we don't know. What is this? Let me see. No, some things, man. Cool, my friend. I would like to resign from the structure. Then it says, therefore, I would like to remove myself from any politics. Yeah, that's the thing I find very funny. It says, therefore, I would like to remove myself from any politics and drama that will affect me and my family. I plan to run for the same position I was elected for in the upcoming elections to be held by Chess South Africa. See, if you plan to run for a position, that means you want to be involved in the politics and be part of the change and effect change. You can't run for a political position and want to be out of the politics and drama. You're going there because you want to work on the politics and drama and resolve issues. And it's applauded when people want to raise their hands, and say, I want to work for change. I want to do something to be part of the change. So and another interesting thing. So if we didn't know, the Mzansi Inter-Provincial Youth Chess Championship is going to be happening, and apparently there's going to be prizes for the senior sections, right? But obviously they're not announced because, as Mr. Mahumula stated, that they are looking to see the number of entries so that they can obviously announce from there. They don't have sponsorship as yet. But here's something even more interesting I've seen. So again, it came out in the interview that we spoke about. There's timestamps in the interview, so you can just go watch the interview. Choose which section you want to listen to. But in the timestamps. I know it's a very long video, and that is why I included the timestamps. It's like an hour 20 or 30 minutes long. So the timestamps will be very helpful for you. So you just click on the part where he talks about the arbiters, because they have to appoint arbiters, and apparently it is the AOC that appoints arbiters. But now, interestingly, again, the AOC is going to be having an arbiters seminar. So there's going to be a local arbiters seminar and an international arbiters seminar that's going to be taking place there. From the 16th to the 19th, SI Arbiter Seminar, 16 to 19 December 2024 in Polokwane. So that is the AOC one, and the AOC Arbiter Seminar is 400 Rand to attend, 400 Rand per person. And the IAOC, which one is this now? Let's see, the FIDE Arbiter Seminar. So the FIDE Arbiter Seminar now, it's going to be 2,900 Rand to attend that one, almost 3,000 Rands. So yeah, so that's basically what's going to be happening. So yep, interesting things happening. I see again, that's very interesting. I see there's a congratulatory message from Chess South Africa congratulating FIDE Master Caleb Leviton for getting, what is this, a second I am norm. Well, yeah, big up to the little man. And so yeah, he just needs a third I am norm to become an international master. But it's weird though. I mean, because obviously this is a beautiful thing, and I see it's celebrated. But it's weird when you see the African Chess Confederation celebrating a second norm, and you see Chess South Africa also celebrating the second norm by the certain player, and then you see all other provinces and regions, and KZN is also celebrating it. And I'm like, why? I didn't see such celebrations when a player won an IM title at the African Youth Chess Championships. Now, how do we pick the players we celebrate? Because we also want the memo so that we know that certain players, like these ones, we celebrate when they have semi-achieved, or when they are halfway to achieving. We'll celebrate when they are halfway there. We'll also celebrate when they are there. So, I mean, for some of us, we would wait until you get the third norm and be like, wow, because that's a moment of sigh, right? Like of exclamation, like finally it happened. Like when you're still on your way there, it's like you're celebrating a person for being halfway through the marathon. But anyways, yeah, another positive thing, very beautiful thing happening in the KZN. Again, KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Disability Games. Somebody's been asking me in the comment section, why don't we cover disability games? And here, for the first time, we just came across something like that. And I know that in the Western Cape, they've had blind chess championships. They've had some disability games, some happening in the Western Cape. But yeah, currently today on the 9th of November, 11 districts were playing in Durban, Umlazi, at the community hall. 4 players per team. They had 6 rounds to play chess. Provincial Disability Games chess. Now, this is actually something interesting. I tried to get some more information from the executive of the KZN. Nothing came out yet, but as soon as it comes out, because again, we'll just let you know. But yes, KZN has disability chess, and obviously, if they've got teams provincial playing the provincial, that means they have them from the regions. I'm sure they've held elections to selections from the regions to select the top players to represent each region, and I'm sure there's such programs. But again, this is something that we will need to have some communication with the representative of the executive of KZN Chess Association to clear up for us. So yeah, so basically this is all I have for you today, and yeah, good evening. Yourself a copy of The Coach Life Adventures Through Chess for 200 Rand from Take a Lot, or you can get an ebook copy for 50 Rand directly from me if you dial the number on the screen, 071-581-4519. You can call or WhatsApp to order your copy. Obviously, learn the history of chess in South Africa, the history of how the politics of chess in South Africa has affected the development, is delayed, in fact, the development of some of the top players that the country has to offer. One of them, obviously, well-known, FIDE Master Mango. Learn of how he actually got deprived of an opportunity to go take part in Greece in this piece titled Dead End to Greece. And then, obviously, after that, what we had to do in order to get him to go play in Turkey in this story titled The Turkish Delight. And then, obviously, you can learn about other stories like what we had to do in order to try and raise the boy's rating points after he won the title of FIDE Master in Kenya. because he had to get a rating of 2100. So we had to chase after federated tournaments, and we had the Mozambican experience. Very, very entertaining story that you can read and find out again how we, in some instances, had to sleep in the car, chasing over these rating points to try and get to those 2100 feeder rating points. I mean, it's a lot of exciting stories. You will enjoy it. Get a copy for yourself. And obviously how the development work that we've been doing for the past few years and how we've been able to impact and inspire a lot of people to take up the sport. So yeah, this is about chess. Pick it up. Read the book. Yep. The Coach, Life Adventures Through Chess. While you're at it, you might as well just go and subscribe to Chess and Wine on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. If you already subscribed, then join the channel and become a member, a paying member from 30 Rand per month. That's becoming a sponsor for the channel so that we can get things like this. You see what I mean? See what I'm talking on right now? And other gadgets like the ones that I'm using just to ensure that the channel grows from strength to strength. With your support, obviously, this is what could happen. And obviously sending a whole lot of appreciation to the supporters, to those that are sponsoring already, paying monthly. Thank you. So yeah, we'll see you in my inbox as we're chatting and trying to get you an ebook of The Coach, Life Adventures Through Chess. Cheers.